That was very weird, but that was not the only crazy game with the crazy ending. My goodness. I wondered what the Thunder would look like, and they looked fine. But here comes Denver. Aaron Gordon can do it all, ladies and gentlemen. Game-winning dunk? Sure. Game-winning three? Why not? This time with 2.8 seconds left, he finishes with 22 and 14 rebounds. Russell Westbrook with his 18 off the bench. Jokic, didn't mean to not mention him because, 42, 22, and 6. This one is huge. Friend of the show, Aaron Gordon, big, giant part of that. You didn't like how this ended, Lou. This had Lou Will written all over it as far as strategies and teams and what they do in certain situations. Take it away, Lou. What about the foul?
I tried to tell y'all this whole foul while you're up 3 thing is not a good thing. I understand the analytics, I understand the data, but at some point it got to pass the eye test. It got to pass the common sense test. Like this was a game that OKC was controlling for a lot of the game, especially in the fourth quarter. Like Denver made their runs, but OKC did everything that they possibly could to lose this game. Now I get it, low clock. You want to foul when you're up 3, when a team doesn't have timeouts and this and that, and they got to go the length of the court. I get that part. I get it. OKC did this for 3 straight possessions. They got two free throws from SGA out of 1. They got a wide open dunk from a great side out of bounds play that they drew up. So when I get a wide open layup, why do I allow them to inbound the basketball and then I foul them and I donate them 2 free throws? And then on the last possession, you have you got Jokic on the bench. You got your best player on the bench with no timeouts. They got to go the length of the floor. I'm taking my chances. Now somebody else has to make a play with their best player off the floor. But what do? We foul again. Like they gave them 6 free throws in 14 seconds. 6 free throws in 14 seconds that we donated to you. So now what happens again? We're putting pressure on ourselves now to make free throws. What happens? Chet Holmgren steps up to the line, and he smokes 2 free throws, and now they can go down the length of the court. Russell Westbrook makes a play to Aaron Gordon, 3-ball game. I'm gonna say this until my last breath. As far as I care about basketball, you do not donate free throws to the opposite team and then you put pressure on yourself to win a basketball game that you're already winning. I don't understand that philosophy, especially when there's so much time left in the basketball game. It took 7 to 8 minutes to finish 14 seconds of a game because the team that was winning were doing all the fouling and stopping the clock. I don't understand it. They didn't make Denver make one play besides the play that ended up burying them to begin with. I don't understand this philosophy. They did everything they could to lose this game. You got to blame that on coaching, and you got to blame it on philosophy.
By the way, and Dagnall did say after this game, he's like, that is what we do in that situation. Up 3, we foul. So he's sticking to it, Chandler.
They were up 3 for 20 seconds. Like at some point, just play defense. You got to play defense. And somebody has to listen. Somebody has to look over and says, Jokic is on the bench. They don't have any timeouts. That means he can't get back in the game. Let's play this out. Let's put somebody else in a position. That's your dream.
Disagree.
One last little thing, because this is my pet peeve right here.
This is your thing, man.
This is my pet peeve. This is the one time that the whole saying, make somebody else beat me. This was it. Make somebody else beat you. You're the best player. The guy that has 40 and 20 is on the bench. Why am I fouling and donating them free throws and giving him a chance to get back on the floor? Go take it away, Chandler. I don't understand.
There's a time and place to do this. With this, no timeouts. Jokic again, doing it 3 times in a row. That's a lot. If I'm up 3 and there's less than 4 seconds and they're inbounding the ball, I'm fouling 10 times out of 10. I'm eliminating any luck. I'm eliminating any attempt. I'm not even allowing them to get a look to possibly time me. Given the circumstance of what's on the clock, again, doing it this many times in a row, I don't necessarily agree with, but if there's 4 seconds, bro, and you're coming down the court and you are dribbling and you're giving me an opportunity right now, not in the shooting motion, to foul, I'm doing it 10 out of 10 times because I don't even want you to throw a Hail Mary. I don't even want Aaron Gordon to get that look because I am fouling before not even putting myself in that position to lose the game. So this was a lot. Jokic on the bench was huge. No timeouts was huge. So again, you're allowing them to set up. You're stopping the game. I didn't agree with that. And to do it 3 times also is a lot. But I'm doing it 10 times out of 10, especially if they're giving me an opportunity, like dribbling and not in the shooting motion. I'm doing it every single time, and it usually works out. This was a bad beat. They said they always do this. They have a system. They have a plan. It works usually. And again, the thing is, they consistently do this. It didn't work out last night, and they did it too much.
Listen,
but consistently doing it in the regular season and you know, being 16 games ahead of everyone else, and maybe you've got a confidence that is obviously deserved, but isn't part of coaching adapting in the moment?
yes. Like, okay, I don't care what you did all season. You don't do this for 3 straight possessions to win the game.
3 possessions is a lot. Again,
check this out.
That's like bad dream scenario.
The first foul out of the 3, you foul Jokic as soon as they throw the ball in. No time is off the floor. He's 30 feet from the basket. He almost hoisted that one, and he was frustrated with himself from not going ahead and going into his shooting motion. But you don't even force him to take time off the clock or even put the ball on the floor to give yourself that's why you do this. You don't do this to why would you foul as soon as they put the ball in, and now they're going to foul you? Now I have all the pressure in the world on me to make free throws. Like, you don't even make him put the ball on the floor or anything. I don't
Lou's
get
been
it.
waiting for this. Lou has been waiting for this moment to play out like it did last night. It was perfect.
First time
I hate
first time it hasn't worked that I can remember, honestly.
I mean,
there was too much time on the clock.
Way too much time in a game. But Lou, one time, 3 seconds to go up 3 dribbling, you're doing it then. That's fine.
I'm rolling. Okay. Short clock, one time, got to go full the length of the court, no timeouts. I get it.
I don't know if I've ever seen someone do it
3 times. That's like some Groundhog Day stuff. Like that's weird to me.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like a genius tomorrow. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why are they doing this? Especially, I felt like that when Chet missed the first free throw. When he missed the first one, I said, here we go. Why am I putting pressure on myself?
I also always wonder, Lou, like when you go to like that, or you go to like hack a DeAndre Jordan, you're basically telling your guys you can't stop them, so we have to foul this guy because we're having real. So it's also telling your team, by the way, you're not getting any stops, so we're literally going to resort to fouling the worst free throw shooter just to not even allow them to get a look and offer them free points. That's also counting.
You know what else is frustrating about how this played out? OKC they were getting stops. They were getting big stops. Like, I forget Jalen Williams. He got a big block on Aaron Gordon right there, where Caruso gets where he gets the defensive rebound, and they're able to get the ball to SGA to shoot free throws. Like, you have the identity of a team that can go out and get stops. So why not use that? That's the best part of your team, is that you have 5 guys on the floor at all times that can guard somebody. Why not use that strength to your advantage? Why give them the advantage by just donating free throws?
I mean, the conversations amongst the coaches today.
Yeah.
And Lou makes a good point, though. This is a historically good defensive team, from Lou Dort to Chet to Cason Wallace. Like, they have dudes that can guard you multiple different ways. They have size, they have length, they can switch, they can go small, they can go big. So this team is the last team, I would say, to go to this kind of style, because they are capable. They are one of the better defensive teams in the league. And like Lou said, they were getting stops. So I'm with it. I'm usually a big foul up 3 guy, but again, 3 times in a row with the circumstances of no timeouts and Jokic on the bench was a huge mistake.
That's the thing.
Today's my day, Chandler.
Lou's the genius. We should have a crown for the genius of the day today.
Dagnall, I think he'll do it again. Like, I think he's a system guy. He is sticking to his.
I don't like that. But as a person
do it 3 times in a row, I know that.
Do you like that? Like, if you're a great coach, right? And I'm not saying anyone's either a great coach or not. But I cannot get off of the idea that the skill set, the talent that makes someone a great coach is your adaptability, your situations. If it's context that you need, then maybe you changed your strategy. If you're just doing the same thing over and over again, that's just like a robot. Like, how is that a skill? If it just, this is what we do in this situation, I mean, hell, I could do that. So that's what worries me when we do this.
The one out of all of them that kills me, I'm looking at Jokic standing on the sideline in a possession deciding the game. And if I'm the coach, let him stay over there. We are one of the best defenses in the league. Let's sit down and let's guard. They got Russell Westbrook on the floor, Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray. They have a couple of guys on the floor that can make three-pointers. But we can guard 5 ways. We can switch everything. We can stay solid. And Jokic is on the bench. The guy that's making the plays. Matter of fact, the guy that just made the 2 3-pointers to even get them back in the position that they were in to have a chance to win the game is on the bench now. Let's just sit down and guard for a possession. And see what
you say it like that. When you say it like that, the best player in the world is trying to check in the game. We're fouling to allow him to come back in the game.
On the floor. What are we doing?
By the way, that's what's, again, context. Context is everything. And in this case, the Jokic of it all was big. But by the way, let me just repeat the line in case you missed it. 42, 22, and 6 assists. He's only the 4th player ever with a 40-25 game in the playoffs. That list, of course, Wilt, Shaq, Giannis. That ain't bad at all. Best player in the world. It's gotten so almost normal for me to hear that it's just part of his title now. But top 10 player of all time. I don't see that it's too early to start this conversation, but I also know that people see, Chandler did it. You start to bristle a little bit when I hear top 10 of all time. What's the problem?
It is a one-time champion. It's hard to put up 10. You get a couple more of them chips. And again, he could win MVP this year. Technically, he's not going to his SGAs, but this we always talk about. This is probably the best statistical year and best season for a runner-up. Top 10 again. You're going to go back to the Kareems and the old guys back in the day that have better resumes technically, but the guy, no matter what he is, 10, 15, 20. He is one of the greatest players we've ever seen. And you go ahead and you knock off the #1 seed, the Thunder, and you go and put yourself in a position to win another championship this year, then I think it's a no-doubter. Listen, there's guys like Kareem, Wilt, Shaq. They're big-time centers that have a hell of a resume. This dude can do it all. This dude is a different style of game than any of those guys. He's a point forward center. You play through him. He's unbelievable. His vision and seeing it makes everyone around him better. It's truly unbelievable. His stat lines are just disgusting. Like they don't even shock me anymore. It's just become the norm, and we're getting numb to his greatness and his brilliance. So I don't know if he's top 10 yet. I don't know if he's top 15 yet. But he's unbelievable, and I think he's probably the 2nd best center of all time.
He's unbelievable, but we didn't make this argument for Russell Westbrook when he was doing this. When Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple-double for 2 or 3 seasons, I believe it was 2 when it was going into a third, even had a 60, 20, and 20 game. We didn't make this argument for Russell Westbrook as a top 10 player of all time. So he's in an unbelievable run right now. But let's see what the totality of his career turns into. He's a 1-time champion, 2-time MVP, had a great opportunity to get another one. But let's see what happens after this. Like, again, Russell Westbrook is at the Russell Westbrook.
MVP.
3 time, baby.
Sorry. Sorry,
about
my bad.
To be 4.
We about to go into 4. Yeah, my bad. But again, we didn't make this argument for Russell Westbrook when he was in a run like this. Now Jokic is different. Don't get me wrong. I understand that this is a completely different scenario, but we got to relax when guys are still in the primes of their careers. Let's see what else happened. Now, knock on wood, if he go out there and put out 5 or 6 duds in a row of seasons, we're not going to say this anymore. So you got to allow guys to be who they are and allow the totality of their careers to pan out and see what happens.
You know how I know he's great?
But I feel like he's just going to ride off on his horse in like 3 years.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I feel like he's not one of those guys that's going to play 20 years. You know what I mean? I feel like right now we got like just embrace it, and whatever he is, he's unbelievable and he's fascinating to watch.
I love that point forward center is just a lovely mix of words. But here's the thing, Lou. You know how I know he's great? Is because when you said if he just goes out and like rattles 4 or 5 dud seasons, in my mind, I was like, I would believe that he gets 3 or 4 more MVPs before I would ever believe that he goes out and does that. And that's how I'm like, oh,
that's just worst case scenario. I know we just get excited about what guys are doing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to downplay it. This is an incredible historic run that Jokic is in, but we just throw around top too easily.
We love it.
Yeah, it's just, we got to chill.
Come on, Lou, let us have our list. God.
Yeah, it's more of a us thing than a him thing.
Yeah, we are prisoners of every single moment of our lives. There was the video, though, of him coaching folks up. And I know there are those of the people out there that think he doesn't care about basketball, which I've never taken those people seriously. But how much do you love this, guys? Lou, what'd you think? He is in it.
No, listen, I love it. And I like the accountability that he's holding himself to, you know, especially when you fire a coach that a lot of people feel like is a championship caliber coach that can help you win another championship like he did your first one, and you get rid of a guy like that, you got to take some onus in what's going on and how the game is to be played and how the team goes out and competes. And so I like the fact that he's taking ownership of this team and he's taking more of a leadership role. This is the first time in his career that I've seen him as boisterous in huddles, as involved in huddles as he has been. I don't know what that says for Coach Adelman and his confidence in him. I'm sure he has confidence in his head coach, but sometimes when messages are delivered from your best player and they're engaged and they're involved like this trickles down to the last player on the bench all the way up to the top of the ranks. And so when you have a guy like this at the caliber of a player that Jokic is, you love to see it, and that's what I think of it.
Can we show the DJ face again? Because this is just his
DJ was
face.
all in.
And then there's this moment where I'm like, what's he saying right here? I need to know everything that's being said. Here comes DJ.
Watch the video. They are all dialed. They are listening. They are glued to whatever he is saying. And this is leadership. And this is exactly what Jokic has to do. When you fire at Mike Malone, it's gonna, now you look to your best player. And in moments like this in the playoffs, a new interim coach who obviously maybe he sticks around, maybe he doesn't, but this is Jokic's team, no matter who the coach is. So to see him lead and be vocal, you know you're going to get the stats. You know you're going to get the points, the assists, the rebounds, triple doubles. This is a whole nother aspect of his game that he can take to the next level and literally lead his team to victory.
Because the sooner he gets more championships, the sooner he can go right off into the sunset. So I kind of get it. I love the urgency.
10 beads.
Just get out of there. Look, this is what's also crazy. And again, rust versus rest. That is definitely a conversation this time of year, especially given these great teams that have all now lost game ones in round two. Denver's on a day's rest, man. They went 7 games with the Clippers. Are we more impressed just by that alone, Chandler?
It's unbelievable. And they got a bad break on the schedule. And the schedule is kind of weird with the Warriors, with what they got going on. But this was super impressive. And again, on the flip side, the Thunder were sitting around for a week. That didn't hurt them in the first series. I think it's a good thing when you get rest like that, you get fresh legs, guys that are banged up, get extra time like the Thunder. So again, I think it's a blessing in disguise for them as well. The Cavs, I think they all know we are now beatable. We are not perfect. We have to clean up a lot of things. And I think all of them will respond in game 2. But man, for them to all go on the road, steal game 1 and kind of switch home court is huge. And again, with with guys being banged up and Murray and his Aaron Gordon, the fact that they're doing this on 1 day's rest is even more impressive. I got to be honest.
It's pretty good, Lou. Aaron Gordon, man, this has been just such a fun journey for him so far in this postseason. I also love the idea that they already have a guy on that roster that we refer to as sort of playoff or bubble Jamal, whatever it is you want to call him. And now you've got Aaron Gordon doing these types of these game-winning moments, Lou. I mean, in this moment, could you make the argument he's their most clutch dude?
Yeah, why not? Let's not forget how we got here. Aaron Gordon was the number 1 option guy in Orlando. He was the star player there. Like, and you bring him over to Denver, and he has to mix in with what we feel like is a top 10 player of all time in Jokic. You're gonna naturally be second or third option on a team, and especially with Jamal Murray and his struggles that he's had, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster. Aaron Gordon has been that consistent since he's been back from injury, and so that's no surprise to me. Like, that's who he's supposed to be. This was a guy that Orlando Magic felt like we can put the ball in his hands and he can go out and win us a bunch of basketball games, and he did until the part that he didn't. So it's no surprise to me that he's having the playoffs that he's having. He's having the impact that he's having and doing the things that he's doing.
Yeah. And he's a perfect fit. Like, he is the ultimate glue guy that defends, he rebounds, he's selfless. He's the perfect guy that he could probably do more. And in his head, he probably thinks I could go to a different situation, not play with the best player in the world. My numbers would be up. I can probably make a couple All-Stars. He is the perfect role player for this team. He can deliver in the crunch. He's physical. He can guard all 5 positions. So the fact that they have Jokic and Jamal Murray and they're going to get all the flowers and they're going to score the majority of the points, guys like Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter are so valuable because these are studs that could be a 1 or 2 option on other teams that have found a home here, and they play so good off one another. It's the perfect fit. And a lot of guys wouldn't be able to do that. A lot of guys would find it, hard to play with a guy like Jokic and want more and expect more looks and more opportunity. Not Aaron Gordon. He takes what the defense gives him. He plays within the offense, and he's the perfect fit for a guy like Jokic. Can we talk about this 36-minute first seggy, by the way? We are rolling.
Hey, I'm under a tornado watch, I think, and I wouldn't know if one just threw up to my window right now. So let me just be a professional, okay?
36. We are on fire.
We can do a full 57. I got it in me. Are you guys hydrate? I got my water. Come on, we can keep it going. We got Jalen Williams sound.
See, Chandler's not a podcaster like us, so he doesn't.
I know.
This is a thing for him. This is nothing for us.
Newsflash: Chandler's stamina is garbage. Pass it on.
Back in a couple of minutes.
Jalen Williams. That's not how this works. Jalen Williams did have some sound afterwards. He missed a couple of the offensive boards there after some missed free throws and was very lighthearted. So I want to see what you guys think about that. Here he is.
Jalen, you mentioned free throws earlier. What do you think that you guys could do better to improve on the glass? I mean, rebounds.
Oh, you mean like us fouling them?
No, like you getting the rebounds.
Box out, go up with 2 hands and grab that. Don't stand and watch. Box out again, and when you go up and you jump, make sure you grab it.
I like all of those pieces of information.
Torian Prince already did this in college, by the way.
That's okay.
Interview
That's
from
okay.
Baylor.
But don't you like to see it?
Grab more of them. I do. Listen, they're lighthearted. They're not taking this. It's one game. It's going to be a long series. They're playing against a very, very talented team. You're playing against Jokic. You're playing against a great offensive team. It's not going to be easy. But the fact that they are taking it light, they're not panicking. That's a sign of maturity from a young team. And again, I think they will respond in game 2. They'll be better. Jalen Williams, he was 5 of 20. He's got to be better. He is that that guy when SGA is out. He's aggressive. He's been their closer a lot of times at the end of games. So he's going to be better. And the fact that he's not panicking, they're uptight, I think is a good sign.
I don't know how y'all heard anything. I just see SGA dressed as like an apocalyptic soldier. And I'm like, who else can do this? I can't get past it. I think I love it. I don't know what to say. All right, there you go, Chandler. A 38-minute A block. Quick break. We'll be back on the other side.
Run it back, run it up, run it back, run it up.